All right, it's January 25th, part 2. Depending on whether you consider yourself lucky or not, it's taken a long time to upload the last video I did. So January 25th, 2012, it's now 10 after 4, so I guess I'm going to be stuck here doing a whole hour. Anyway, so you're not a master of your own mind, even though you think you are. You're limited in how free your brain allows you to think that you're free. Your brain is like a microprocessor, only it is a chemical microprocessor, not an electronic microprocessor like what's in this computer. So, and even though you've read books that say artificial intelligence, and they may even use human brain synapses to match the capacity of the human brain, they never will, because you can't program a machine for the unpredictability of a human mind. But you can control based on resonant frequencies. Tesla proved that. He put a piece of vibrator and attached it with nuts and bolts to the basement of the apartment he lived in New York. After a few weeks or so, the vibration started going through the whole building. It started even affecting the streets. People could feel this vibration going on. And what Tesla had done, he had showed by putting a huge vibration motor against the building, it was shaking the molecular structure, all the atoms, messing with its resonant frequency. The concrete, the building material, everything, even people. They said they couldn't sleep. There was a cop that was walking the beat, and he says, I think I know where this is coming from. He went to Tesla's apartment. He wasn't there. Went down to his in the basement where he did some work. Sure enough, he said, Tesla, what's going on? The closer he got to the basement, the more vibration he felt. So he got down there and he goes, oh, I forgot to shut it off. Click, he shuts it off. Everything went back to normal. So now, there will be people who will say this story cannot be verified, or it's not true, because the people are dead that pretty much claim this story happened. But it doesn't matter. Tesla was also behind the Philadelphia experiment, where they were trying to make a ship invisible to radar. So, the USS Eldridge. So, you know, and they've made movies about it, and a lot of people, the script writers that write these stories, get a lot of their information from factual things that they read. So here you are, living a life, thinking that you are in control of your life, when in all very real reality, someone out there could be pulling your strings. Now, a weapon like what I'm trying to talk about that would cause mass hysteria, or a mass hallucination, that kind of weapon probably doesn't exist. Or does it? Since none of us have access to top secret files, much less top secret areas, how would we ever know? All we have to go on is information, Freedom of Information Act information, and disinformation. Well, there's a lot of that, because you can't believe everything you see and hear on YouTube, and because of that, people like me are looked on as maybe a little bit of crackpot or wacko. But you know one thing that's not crackpot or wacko? No one has the amount of bad luck that I have had that I could fill volumes of books with, unless there really is an alternative reason that is being hidden from the public. And of course, the safety that these people have and all this information, the top secret people that are sitting at the top going, ha, 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 nobody will ever know, that very well could be that they say, we're safe. They're safe. They don't have anything to worry about, because that same frequency modulation, the interference, okay, that they're running could affect the way that I present things. Because a lot of people have said, oh, I need meds, and I'm wacko, and I'm this, and, instead of you making comments to me, why don't you make it at the White House? Like I said, make your comments to the lousy idiot senators and Congress representatives. This Gifford, in one of my videos, I said, good, I'm glad she got shot. But you know what? If I'd been in charge 8 years ago, and the media had listened to me, that lady would not have gotten shot. True, and I can prove it with this frequency modulation thing. Not only that, there's another safety factor that was been completely overlooked, which I mentioned in my presidential debate tape that I did, I think, yesterday. And 15 people have already looked at it. Now, I must know something, but Obama's not calling me. The Secret Service, all they ever did was threaten me. The police department in LA threatened me. Every chance they got, they threatened me. They took my cars, my boats, my motorhomes, 24 cars, 3 buses, 2 semis. They trapped me here. They actually forced me to move and trapped me here. They knew I couldn't raise the money to pay for a lot big enough to hold everything that I owned. So they just took everything from me over a 9-year period. Is that a free country? Is that a great city of Los Angeles that people in LA say, oh, I love LA? You got to be nuts to say you love a city like this. It's full of wackos, especially those that are in power. Greedy, selfish, gossips in every neighborhood who turn people in for the most menial reasons, turn people into the city. People who are actually protected, their identities protected when they attack someone and call falsely on someone, make false police reports. I could read you a whole list of crap that they did to me, and they're still doing it to me, because everything they did caused me to go where I'm at today, living in danger and fear of my stuff being auctioned off, my property being taken from me, stolen from me. It just goes on and on. That's why I said that I'm not going to seek medical help. I'm not feeling any pain in my jaws anymore. You know what happens when you stop feeling pain in your dental area? When you stop feeling pain, that means that when you're feeling pain, that's good because nerves are still alive. But if it's gone dead, that means the poison is starting to create. So the more lack of feeling I feel up here, it will continue to attack maybe glands or brain or any of my organs until I finally do react. When enough damage is done to enough surrounding tissue, then the nerves really will react, and then I'll be in horrible pain. And then, of course, depending on what organ goes, I'll be that much closer to death. There's no free dental clinic. That's all a lie. You can go on the internet and look all over the United States. There's no free dental clinic. And if there is, all they want to do is pull all your teeth. If implanted teeth are available, that's what they should be giving people. I don't care what it costs. The United States American, go to hell. Your country made me grind my teeth away. Remember in my other video I told you, I spent a couple of years making sure at UCLA that my teeth all had crowns and I was taking care of myself as well as I could, except that I was being hounded all along, and every night I would grind my teeth. Even with a protector in my mouth, I ground through the protector. Because like I've explained this before, because I'm not a violent person, I'm being stressed, so I take it out by grinding away because I can't fight back. I don't have $300 an hour to hire a blood-sucking, lousy, crappy, theft-minded attorney who turns everybody who wants to fight for their civil rights into slaves for them. Bow to your attorney. Go get 2 or 3 more jobs to pay his lousy, ridiculous money to fight for a civil right that you shouldn't have to fight for. The police should be well-versed in what those civil rights are and should move mountains to make sure they don't violate them. Neighbors, especially posses, which the city council hires, should know that there are certain places they cannot do. They can't trespass to make reports. They're not supposed to do a lot of the things they do, and they get away with it. Does the FBI investigate building and safety and confiscate all the files to see how many times they've done this? Does the FBI check Porta store for violating the building and professions codes by not notifying the people that they're going to auction things off for, saying that they don't have to comply with the buildings and profession codes. Get that? That's Porta store. They're listed in the phone book. They have 2 of my containers, or had. These people are all evil. They seek to destroy a person's life, and they don't care what your story is. All they care about is destroying a person's life. I don't care whether they say, no, we don't. We're just doing what we have to do because you owe us money. No, I owe money because I was forced into this situation. You should go after the White House. You should go after the city council. You should go after the police department. You should go after building and safety. You should go after all of them. Sue them for my ill situation. So yes, you are responsible. And all you do is ignore me. I don't see, have you seen CNN or NBC, CBS, ABC? And even if they gave me attention, they're going to give me less than 10 seconds, and they're going to make sure it's local news, and I'm not going to get known worldwide or nationally or anything like that. These people are sick. You need to kick them out in one day. That's how fast you need to kick these jerk-offs out. Obama, Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, peace and freedom. I don't care what their rebuttal is to me. Kick them out. And then hire people that can show you they have an IQ of over 130. At least 130. Should be more like 150. That they have the wherewithal, the chutzpah, the courage to do something about this. I mean, you look at America. Is it really that bad? Everybody follows the rules. If they weren't, at least most of the most important rules, they're not running hundreds of red lights and causing accidents every other street corner. Accidents happen, yes I know, and a lot of people are bad drivers, but I'm still saying, just as an example, they do follow. They know the rules of the road generally. Even the people that don't have driver's licenses know. So it's really not that bad. You got a good thing going. Why are you contributing to wars? Why are you violating your own Christian ethics? You're violating your own Matthew 18:6. Whoever does harm to one of these little ones, better tie a millstone to their neck, and better they tie a millstone to their neck and drop themselves into the sea. Now, if that's a prediction Christ made, I'm saying maybe that's what needs to happen. That's America's millstone. So Uncle Sam needs to tie a millstone to his neck and be tossed into the sea. Only the millstone won't be a millstone that Uncle Sam puts around his neck. It'll be a millstone, asteroid, millstone, sent here by just Russian roulette of the universe. It'll hit smack dab in the middle of the United States. Goodbye, USA. This is what you get for being evil. This is what you get for hurting people. This is what you get for legally stealing stuff from people. But that's not going to happen. The other day I saw a cloud last night. It was south of LA, and it was I thought an explosion had taken place. It exactly was a cloud in the shape of a mushroom cloud. It went up in a big column up to the sky, and then it was mushroom at the top. Unbelievable. I wish I'd had a camera. I would have taken a picture of it and shown it to you. And I looked at that and I said, that's what needs to happen to LA. Just like what happened in the movie The Sum of All Fears. Because that's the only language you people understand. You don't care. You certainly kept me from being able to ever be heard. You certainly kept me from being able to freely talk about my logic and common sense as opposed to all your idiot common sense and logic. You've managed, you Americans have paid taxes for years. You paid the taxes that killed innocent men, women, and children in Vietnam, Panama, Afghanistan, Iraq. I can go on, the list is long. 14 minutes and 22 seconds. Well, it looks like I'm going to run out of time here, and this is all I can afford today. It cost me like $1.50 half an hour, $3 for a whole hour. And nobody's going to listen to this and certainly going to consider me as a serious candidate for president. Besides, I really want people to revolt and institute a new office above the president, which is the Emperor of the United States, which should be my office. And I should be completely control of all the military. Take the power away from the president because He's got no business having it. And neither does Congress or the Senate. They're all idiots.